Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Curse of the Azure Bonds. Once again, I'm Ald Dragon, and I really want to rest and heal. Really. Anyway, what I got from the Shambling Mounds was a Wand of Defoliation! Yes! Unfortunately, it does not have a whole lot of charges, if I remember correctly. I vaguely recall, just using that thing up halfway through the game. Halfway through this part of the game, I should say. Islandly notices a possible sinkhole in your path and leads you around it. You see a checkpoint manned by red plume guards to the north. The guards wave you through. Since you're here, can I rest? Can you guard me while I sleep and heal, please? You see before you the pit created by Moander in his last incarnation. Step forward to enter the dark domain. Okay. You see 3 cultists lying dead on the floor. Just ahead of you, another cleric gasps for breath. The wounded cleric's eyes widen in fanatic triumph. He howls, "The Chosen Ones!" The cleric slams his fist against a protruding rock. The ceiling behind you collapses. You are trapped in the pit of Moander. The cleric gives you one last triumphant glare, coughs blood, and dies at your feet. You hear the sounds of battle in the distance. There's a vague smell of baked bread. Bread. So tasty. Well, nope, we cannot area view here either. So, this place is, in a word, not very fun. I don't particularly like it. But let's go ahead and do it. The body of a dead cultist lies in a pool of fresh blood. The sounds of battle seem to come from the door to the south. Again, that vague smell of baked bread. Clearly, some people are running around with baguettes rather than swords. I can't think of any other reason. Green ichor covers the floor and walls. Ew. A shambling mound lies in pieces at your feet. You hear the squeal of vegapygmies and shouts of men to the south. I really don't remember vegapygmies having anything to do with Moander, but I don't know. The baked bread smell is stronger. Maybe they're casting some sort of bread ball? 3rd level spell that summons lots of bread to smack people around like a fireball? I don't know. A pile of dead clerics, shambling mounds, and vegapygmies can be seen through the door to the west. As you watch, a cleric comes crashing through the door and dies at your feet. The baked bread smell is overpowered by the scent of tar. Alright, now that's just weird. I got nothing. A sudden deathly quiet descends over the environs. Oh, hey! My friends. You see a female fighter and a strange-looking lizard man. He's not a lizard man. The sharp scents of violets, brimstone, and honeysuckle follow rapidly upon each other. Now, I will give this for the game. They got Dragonbait's communications quite right. That makes me happy. The female fighter gasps. They're bonded! What do you do? Let's parlay. Let's be nice. The fighter introduces herself as... Alright, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Alias, but I always went Elias. I don't know why, so you'll just have to deal with me saying Elias, because that's how I've always pronounced her name. And her companion is Dragonbait. She mentions that she had tattoos similar to yours. She asks you to tell your story. I could tell her my story. I could tell her I'm hunting cultists. Or I could tell her it's none of her affair. I am obviously going to tell her my story, because she is also one of the coolest NPCs in the history of the Forgotten Realms. She tells her story. Huh. Okay. I thought I was telling her my story. And where is it? Oh, this is a long one. Journal Entry 3. I'm afraid that I know all too well what those bonds signify. I was bonded once as well. The story began when a master harper wanted to make sure that his work would be preserved in pristine form. He was revolted at the thought of his songs and stories being corrupted and changed over time, as all performing arts eventually are. He attempted an experiment to create a kind of flesh golem, a simulacrum, of a human being that would be an immortal vessel for all of his work. In this way, he hoped to cheat the effect of time. Unfortunately, the master bard made a mistake during the creation of the vessel, and one of his assistants was killed. I don't understand. Well, actually, yeah, I can understand. Never mind. When the conclave of harpers found out about the experiment and the reasons behind it, they were appalled. The conclave stripped the master bard of his powers, his magical objects, and his name. They wiped his songs and stories from the collective memories of the entire realm. It was as if he had never existed. Then they trapped him in a pocket dimension and left him there. The conclave thought the now nameless bard was effectively banished. However, a powerful group of magicians and monsters recreated some of the nameless bard's experiment. They tracked the nameless one to his dimensional prison and offered to help him build his vessel. In exchange, the group would have a hand in defining the vessel's instructions. The nameless bard's obsession with his work blinded him to the evil intent of the group. He agreed to build another vessel. I was the result of their efforts. In order to bring me to true life, they needed to sacrifice a being of truth and goodness. The demon False kidnapped my companion Dragonbait from another dimension. Dragonbait is a Saurian? No, he's a Sauriol. Oh. He is the otherworldly equivalent of a paladin. However, with the aid of the nameless bard, Dragonbait was able to thwart the evil ones by gifting me with a portion of his spirit. The nameless one sacrificed himself and engineered Dragonbait and my escape from the evil ones. After our escape, I woke up in a strange place, with manufactured memories, and symbols such as yours on my arm. Don't worry, my bonds are gone, and I am now fully my own person. In order to remove my symbols, I had to overcome the compulsion of the bonds. Each bond is like a magical geas, put on you by the person or group represented by the symbol. Yet we figured that out by now. Your only hope is to destroy the person or group that was involved in creating your bonds. I see the mouth and hand symbol of Moander on your arm. Perhaps we can cooperate. I am here because of the rumors that Moander is threatening to return again. The cultists of Moander were some of the evil ones involved in my bonding. Since you are here and carry his bond, I assume that he has managed to gather enough power to attempt his return. I know that the new altar of Moander is somewhere in this ruined temple. This is his original holy place in our plane. Let Dragonbait and I help you. We have battled this evil before. Yeah, proofreading, people. Proofreading, please. Anyway, I nitpick. Do you want them to join you? Absolutely. There's also the matter of the treasure that Mogian, the High Priestess, keeps behind her altar. Yay, treasure! Let's see if I can rest here. Come on, come on. Yay! Ah! Moander fanatics attack! At least they don't have many hit points. I like those stupid Sentinel mages. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, I did not. Alright, well, let me see who else. Ah, out of range. No, someone's trying to cast a spell. Oh. Yay. I hate it when they cast Hold Person. Alright, that's one down. No, kill them. Ah, kill them! Oh, come on. Thank you. Ah, great. Wow, that was a lot of people cursed. Oh, I hate spellcasters. I suppose I probably could have cast a spell, but oh well. $782 experience points. I suspect there's nothing magical. Let me take one of these shields just to check. So, -3. -3, yeah, they're not magical shields. Okay. Nope. Alright, let me try saving again. Come on, yay! I want my magic missile back. Magic missile back. And what else did I cast? Oh yeah, Ice Storm. I think I cast... Yeah, it must have been Hold Person. Come on, yes! Alright. Also, I think I will ditch that. Yes. That, and that. And I will memorize more magic missiles. Oops. I think I'll do the same with her. Do not need that, and I do not need that. Partly because Magic Missile is one of the few spells that actually affects Shambling Mounds. So, alright, let's save it again. I am obsessive with the saving. Oh, I guess there is a door there. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just trying to think of, and I'm sure there's some monsters in here that I do want to fight. I'm just trying to think of what I might want. Yeah, I'm going to pause it while I think about this. Okay, let's go ahead and keep moving forward. The bleeding cleric crawls out of the door to the north. As he turns and sees you, his face deforms into a rictus grin. I just came out of the door to the north. The cleric says, Moander be praised! The sacrifice can continue. He dies. His dead features continue to grin in horrid triumph. You people are weird. Elias mutters, I can't believe they're bringing back that rotting heap of garbage. Who could worship a god like that? There's no accounting for taste. A slight tang of lemon is in the air. Elias says, Dragonbait smells fresh air. There must be a way out around here. Okay, but I do not want to leave yet. You smell brimstone. Elias looks at Dragonbait for a moment. Elias nods. She says, I don't like this either. This place was crawling with monsters before you guys showed up. Let's bash the door. You see stairs leading down to the south. Do you wish to go down? Yes, I do. You see stairs leading up to the north. Do you want to go up? No, I do not. I just got down here. Okay. Bash the door. You see the mangled remains of a dead Zentarum fighter. What do you do? Oh. Let's examine the corpse. Grasped in the fighter's fist is... Oh, I'm over time, so I'm going to stop it here and come back.